So what it feels to have your first one with your first nomination right now with you?
Feels, I'm not gonna say surreal. I did not expect it, but it's the end. It's a bit of the end of a journey with this film. That I mean, the script that came across my desk 4 years ago, and also my wife and I were talking about it this morning when we woke up, not knowing what would happen tonight, saying, "Hey, whatever happens tonight." 4 years ago, decided to go to work, do 4 films a year. That was easy for me to do. She came with the kids, followed me everywhere. And we went, and it was harder for her than it was for me. And so this, being Dallas Buyers Club, being the film, it was also on my desk 5 years ago that we finally got made 2 years ago. It sort of feels like a bit of a culmination, not really a destination as far as work goes, but the movie, the script, no one wanted to make it for 20 years. It got turned down 137 times. And then it came across my desk. I jumped on with the team that was trying to get it made, and we somehow got it made and got it across the line. That was a minor miracle in itself, so that felt great. And then I saw the first cut Jean-Marc sent me to look at, and I was like, oh, I think we may have gotten it on camera. I think we have a good film here. Edit it together. I like the film. You never know what's going to happen after that. All of a sudden, it premieres in Toronto. It's received well. It sticks with people in a way. They pass that word along. Then we open up in a few theaters here in America, and it started to gain momentum, started to really stick with people. And now, the ultimate light, the gold standard of the light of excellence has shined on it. Not just in my performance, but we had a couple of other things tonight. We had 6 nominations. Jared won the makeup and hair one with a $250 budget. Oh, they were stealing charcoal and stuff to do our makeup. That's extra rewarding for me, because I was a part of that team that was pushing this thing, trying to push the thing over the hill that nobody wanted to make. And I'm standing here now. It's something that I got a prize for excellence for the work I do, and something that's not my job, it's not my hobby, and it's not my fad, it's my career. That feels wonderful. And I didn't say it tonight, but there's a very special thing that happened. 1992, I was 1 week into working on my first job, Dazed and Confused. My father moved on 6 days into working on that job. Now, in hindsight, I've looked back. He got to be alive for me doing the one thing that was not my fad, hobby, or job. We didn't know it then, but it turned out to be my career. And that's why he came to my mind tonight and speaking about him. It feels wonderful. Yeah, feels wonderful.
We're going to 33 and then 213.
Hi, Matthew. James Bean, Hypable.com. I actually got to talk to you during the press rounds for Dallas Buyers Club. And your first nomination, first award, you're 1 for 1, which is an awesome record. And I wondered if you could give us a behind-the-scenes...
That's good.
I wondered if you could give us a behind-the-scenes look at the reconnaissance that we're sort of going through with True Detective.
That term I heard. Somebody said it in Sundance.
Oh, yeah, I didn't make it up.
It's like you're on a reconnaissance. And he went on to ask the next question. I was like, wait, go back. What did you just say? He goes, it's a reconnaissance. I was like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Anyway, look, 4 years ago, I've told this story before, but I took a couple of years off. I didn't know it'd be 2 years. I didn't know it'd be 3 years, 4 years. I took some time off to stop doing the things I was doing because I wanted to do something that I felt like I could give an original take on, something that scared the hell out of me. And I started going to work. Now, that started back with like Killer Joe, Lincoln Lawyer, Magic Mike's, and things like that. I got to be honest, I've been more process-oriented than I ever have been. I've been more like, F it, go for the experience, Matthew. What's the personal experience I can get out of this as an actor? And love making the daily construction and architecture, the making of a movie. And when it's over, be fulfilled in the making of that movie. And if it rises to somewhere, if it goes straight to DVD, forget it. That was about making the movie. You, as a process, you worked with people and went to work and put your head down and did it. Now, results came in more than ever by just putting my head down and sticking to the process. You know, I worked with single-minded directors. They were all characters that were sort of fringe on the outside, or sort of outcast characters that didn't that made up their own rules. You know, they didn't placate or pander to anybody else. Wolf of Wall Street, I got to go work with Martin Scorsese, worked with Leonardo in a scene for a day. True Detective, great writing. I read 2 episodes, and I'm like, I'm doing this. If you'll give me the role of Rustin Cole, I'm in. And we went and made that. That was basically like a 6-month film. It was one director, 8 episodes, 450 pages, basically a 450-page script. 6 months shooting on film. Very considerate. Much more considerate than Dallas Buyers Club. We shot that with 1 camera, no lights, and a tiny crew in 25 days. I was going for the quality and the experience, saying, what's my experience going to be? I don't know what this means. I don't know what the result will be. What can I get an experience out of Matthew? That's the question I was asking myself.
Thank you so much.
We're going to 213 and then 154.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Fallon. I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
And also, I noticed when Jennifer Lawrence was walking out to present you with the Oscar, she kind of said something to you. Were you kind of laughing?
No, she was talking to Jared because Ellen was on the side. You know, Ellen had earlier made the joke about Jennifer tripping last year.
Yeah.
Well, Ellen was on the side when Jennifer was walking out going, and Jared was laughing at Ellen. So she yelled over to Jared like, what? Yeah, that's what that was about.
Classic moment, thank you.
So we're going to 154.
Congratulations.
And, sorry,
Where's
then we'll go to
154?
291.
Natalie Abrams from TV
Hi.
Guide. What's the status? Are you going to go back for True Detective Season 2? Have you thought about continuing on with the show?
No, I won't be back for season 2. Season 1 was finite. 8 episodes. You'll see. I think there's an episode probably airing right now. Has anyone in here seen it? You have? Great. I don't even. I made the thing, read the script, knew it upside down. I'm not sure what happens in tonight's episode. Anyway, we have. Huh? I don't know what happens. I'm telling you. Maybe I do, and I'm not telling. But anyway, what was the question?
Yeah, I think you answered.
Okay.
We're going to go to 291, and I'm sorry, but we have to wrap it up. This is the last question.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi.
Charlie Reeves from Showbiz Express. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
This time in your life, when your children talk to you about it and how it's been and the road and they're excited
Yeah.
about it, what do you want them to take away from it? What would you share with them about it?
Well, here's what we share with them. Because they understand that Popeye goes to work, plays make-believe. They understand the difference between reality and movies. They also understand that Popeye can be in more than one place at one time. Meaning I'm there in the kitchen and then all of a sudden I'm on the screen. That was a big shock when they first saw that as kids. And the first thing they ever saw me with was a film, We Are Marshall, and it was a cut of me, and my son was like, Popeye. And it cut to a fire cauldron. And boy, that devastated him, because fire, when you're 3 years old, means bad, burn, and then it went from Popeye to fire. So I took him to set on Lincoln Lawyer and let him watch a scene, and then would run him back behind the monitor and say, now watch. And he noticed it was the exact same thing that he had seen. So for him, it was a magic trick. You can be in more than one place at one time. So they understand what it is somewhat. The main thing we're trying to do in like this season, like where you going, we're going out. Tonight there's an award show. Popeye's up against 4 other men who are actors who do what we do. And they're going to give the award for what they think is the most excellent performance. Remember when we were back in New Orleans, we lived in that house, and we were there working every day, and they remember that time. And I go, the work that Dad did, then the work that we all did, people are shining a light on it today. So what we're trying to give as a general lesson is, if you do your best right now, it can have reciprocity later. It can come back and pay residuals. So whatever they end up doing in their life. But if you do it right now, later on, you can be rewarded for good work done now. That's the lesson we're trying to translate to them.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sir.